Hello, everyone. My guest today is Lev Yakupov. He runs a company called TrueConf. Lev, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, hello, Nathan. Thank you for inviting me today to your
Of
show.
course. Tell us about the company. What does TrueConf do and how do you make money?
Yeah, that's pretty simple. So what we do, if you are familiar with a solution which is called Sky for Business, it's a corporate on-premises solution which large organizations runs inside their network to provide video conferencing and messaging capabilities inside their network for their employee. That's what we do. But we provide a solution which do much better video conferencing, much easier to deploy, much easier to maintain, and it is more, money efficient. It is not just cheaper; it is provides more features for the money. So we believe we do the best video conferencing product on this planet.
Okay. And what do people pay for this per month on average?
It is not a cloud-based thing. This is, as I said, on-premises solution. So it is a product. So what we do, we license the server software, which is usually bought for a lifetime. So we are a profitable company with a more than 10 years history. Unfortunately, the exact figures are confidential. I just can't say you the annual revenue, for example.
Well, give me a range. Give me a general sense of size.
Yeah, it's somewhere between from 20 to 100 millions of dollars per year.
Okay.
So, but you have to understand that our main business is located outside of the United States. So we mostly serve countries like Russia, Brazil, Vietnam, Iran, some other South African countries, and Eastern Europe. So we try to pursue the companies who don't have enough money or trained personnel to set up solutions from Cisco or Microsoft. So this is our niche.
Yep. Okay. And when you sell the lifetime to a new customer, the lifetime kind of plan, right? Are you actually installing something on-prem?
It's not a plan, it's just a license. So yeah, our customers download the software, install it in their network, and we have a free version. That's the core idea of our business is a freemium model. So we do something, we give away something for free. We do this for many years, and this is proved to be very efficient. So when our customer is quite familiar with the solution and decides to switch to the paid version with more features, he just go to our website and buy the full license, which he can use forever. However, we require to pay us a small fee to update to the new versions.
Okay, so what is that annual maintenance fee?
It depends on the size of the license. So let's think about 5% of the price of the initial license we require to pay to get the updates for a new version. So annually, it's probably around 5%. But let's think about this way. So the average price for our product, is approximately 5,000 USD. So
for
starting
life.
from this. Yeah, for lifetime license. It depends on the size, so it's just an average. So it will be probably not a big money, like $250 per year to continue to receive updates.
Yep. And how many customers do you have today?
We have to divide our customers into the two groups because we have a free product. We have thousands of companies who runs the free solution.
Yeah, so they're not customers because they don't pay.
Yeah, but they become customers. So if we took the number of customers who paid our solution, and we don't know exactly are they continue to use this product or not, because if the company don't buy the updates, it doesn't mean they stop to use the product, because the product is usually located in the private network. We don't have access there. We don't know their usage statistics. So I don't know how many of them are still active, but we had many deals based on our account. We sold our product more than 5,000 times during the last 5 years. So we usually have the conversion rate from the free version to the paid version approximately 8%. So, but this conversion might happen anytime. It could be next day or it could be next year. So for small companies, our free version is more than enough. But for large organizations, they have to gain some credibility. We have to gain in their eyes some credibility. They have to see our product on a big expo shows, or they have to speak with us many times just to be sure that they can pay us for the product, because we're located in Russia, and for many countries that's raises a lot
I
of
understand.
questions.
How are you doing between, north of 20 million bucks today in annual revenue? If over the past 5 years, you've sold 5,000 of your 5,000 USD lifetime, right? Which 5,000 customers paying $5,000, right? Comes out to 25 million bucks. And that's over the past 5 years. Let's assume all 5,000 are still active, which is a big assumption, and they're paying 5% of their 5K points. So they're paying 250 bucks a month. That's only 125 grand a month there. So how are you doing 20 million bucks or north of that per year?
Yeah, that means that I made a mistake with the number of deals. So I don't have the exact figures.
But that's not
me.
a little mistake though. I mean, that's off by a factor of almost 60x, 60.
Let me open the calculator. No problem. So
Sure.
if we take the 5,000, the average price for the product, and multiply by 5,000 deals, we'll have 25 million bucks. That's not 60x.
Yeah, you just said you did that over the past 5 years. You've done 25 million bucks over the past 5 years. You just told me that currently in a year you're going to do 20 million. So I'm trying to understand, how are you doing that?
We do more deals. Because some deals involve some customization. So we do not include them into the average, like average product. Video conferencing is usually is often applied to some solutions like video kiosk, video call center solutions. So that usually involve additional development, some custom development, which are charged separately. So if we talk about our main product, which is called TrueConf Server, we have that amount of deals I have mentioned. But if we take the whole scope, it is much bigger, because we also we not only provide the customization for conferencing solution, we also have some other businesses we do. Because when we speak about conferencing,
hold on, Lev. Sorry, before we move too far away from this, so I want to learn more about this. But first, so over this year in 2018, how many of the lifetime plans have you sold?
I don't have this figure. I can check, but it will take some time.
A range is fine, because a range will be better than what we currently have, which is what you've done over the past 5 years, which is 5,000 sales. Like, do you think you'll do 1,000 this year or 2,000 this year?
I think we already do 1,000. I think it will be more this year because we grow.
Okay.
So because we add more features and we do marketing in new regions, so that brings us more free users, which convert to the paid version.
Okay.
So
1,000 customers paying that $5,000 lifetime, that's 5 million in revenue right there. You then said if people want to pay for the updates, they pay about 5% of that. Is that right?
Yeah, starting from this next year, not the first year.
Okay.
And not all the customers do that.
Yeah. So let's assume best case. Let's assume they all 1,000 pay 250 bucks, right, a year for the update. That's another 250 grand per year. So now we're at 5.2 million in revenue. So is what you're saying that you do about north of $15 million per year in setup and consulting fees?
No, we do better. So we develop custom solutions.
That's professional services.
Yeah, based on our products. We have APIs, SDKs for different platforms, because usually such projects are much bigger and involve a lot of development, and they can last for many years. For example, we created and help to deploy the largest unified communications solution in the world, which we do just finished 2 years ago for the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Russia, which involved 1 million. So it is
involved 1 million. What you cut out?
1 million seats. That is the capacity of the solution. But the current usage is approximately 300,000 users are using it. So this is a pretty large project, and we have at least 5 similar projects in different.
What does that mean, though, in terms of revenue for you?
That's confidential, but those projects are most important for our company because they generate more revenue. Because when you do something special, it's not just white labeling. We create, let's say, when there are the big boss would like to see the whole hierarchy of other departments, the groups inside other departments. That's something we don't have in our main product, so we have to develop it. Some solution they run above some complex networks which use special equipment, encryption equipment, or they have some special conferencing endpoints on their rooms or on their desktop. So we have to adapt. So that creates a lot of opportunities to create something special. And those projects are usually big. And we do many of them. For example, this project was the largest for us for 1 million seats. But we do similar projects for nationwide video conferencing solutions for another large organizations, which involved hundreds of thousands of users.
So Lev, just to be clear though, this is significantly more. The business model here leans way more towards an agency doing custom big deployments than it is a recurring revenue business.
Exactly, but not recurring. We just sell the licenses because
but the licenses aren't recurring. It's once for life. So
yeah, they are not recurring.
Yeah,
exactly, they are not. So the idea is that because we have a free product, which is very popular, we usually have approximately 1,500 to 2,000 new companies who begin to use the free version of our conferencing server.
Over what period of time?
Per month.
Okay.
Because it's not a private users, it's the companies, because they have to deploy on a Windows Server machine, a virtual machine. So this is not a regular user have on site to deploy on. So we have a constant lead flow, and we upsell to that constant lead flow, not just our full version license. We upsell different PTZ cameras, speakerphones, microphone arrays, AV services to set up conferencing rooms, to provide some audio video peripherals. So we upsell hardware. We also distribute and white label some other manufacturers conferencing hardware to make them available for our customers.
And I mean, you're all in one for conferencing, right? Encrypted conferencing. You're installing your hardware, your fee, you're up to your license. Like I get it. It's not pure SaaS. That's all I'm saying. So help me understand some other economics of the business. You launched it, you said 10 years ago. So you launched in 2008.
Actually, we started to provide some services which are connected with signal processing and video encoding and video transmission back in 2004, the year I joined the company when I was a freshman. So since then, we spent 4 years to figure out how to do business.
Okay.
So we do this is called outsource. So we do some other people projects for money.
Totally understand. It's professional services outsourced. So sorry, we're running out of time. So I just need to get through a few of these questions. So you founded in 2004, launched more commercially in 2008. What's the team size today? How many people?
So we started with 15 people when we decided to do the product, and now we have 170 people and 2 big offices.
170?
Yes, 170.
And in Russia, and where else are you based?
Not in Russia. We have the largest office is located in Moscow, and the second largest office is located in Kharkov in Ukraine. So we have 2 big offices in Ukraine and in Russia. That's
okay. Great.
And a lot of people who work remotely.
Great.
Approximately 20%.
Moscow, Ukraine, and remote locations. And then have you guys bootstrapped the company, or have you raised capital?
So we was always profitable. So we never raised any capital. We never.
So you're still bootstrapped.
Yep.
That's great. Very good. All right, Lev, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Well, I don't read business book, so I prefer to speak with a professional. I speak with my colleagues.
Number 2, who's a CEO that you really respect?
There is one company I really admire, which is called Bitrix24. So the CEO is Sergey Ryzhikov. So
Number 3,
great business.
What's your favorite online tool for building your company?
Yeah, it is called Gmail because I can search for gigabytes of archives in seconds. That's very important for me.
Gmail. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Yeah, since I have two children at usually not more than 7, sometimes on Saturdays I can sleep up to 10.
Two
That's
kids. So married,
yes, of course.
married, two kiddos, and how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 32 years old.
32.
Yep.
All right. And last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Can you please repeat the question?
Sure. What do you wish you knew when you were 20?
Yeah, to spend more times, doing physical activities because I spent whole my youth in office. That's a problem for me.
Guys, spend more time doing physical activities. TrueConf, founded back in 2004, really got going in 2008. Today, 170 people in Moscow, Ukraine, and other remote locations. They'll sell about 1,000 plans this year at $5,000 a piece. So that's $5 million in revenue. They then have a licensing, a kind of a component where people pay about 5% of that lifetime fee to keep getting annual updates. So there's a little bit of recurring revenue there, but the majority of their revenue is coming from things like hardware upsells or professional installations or a million, seat for the ministry in Russia with the government there. So doing well. Their free to paid conversion is about 8%, scaling quickly. Yep. Thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you. Thank you.